Welcome to Codex Conservation. Over the past 5 months, we've been repairing 4 historic stationery bindings belonging to Latymer Upper School in Hammersmith, London. Let's take a peek. The school's legacy began with the generosity of its founder, Edward Latymer, who in 1624 donated a part of his estate to clothe and educate 8 poor boys. The Latymer Foundation continues to financially support many students to this day. 2024 marks the 400th anniversary of the Latymer Foundation. As part of the celebrations, the school has entrusted us with the conservation of several unique account books from its archives. They document the school's attendance and financial history, providing a valuable insight into the thousands who have benefited from this charitable foundation. Stationery bindings are blank books, commonly used for accounting and record keeping. Over time, the style evolved from simple, flexible covers to more complex spring-back bindings, known for their sturdy board structure. This allows the books to open flat, a practical feature for writing. The books we worked on were made in the 18th and 19th centuries. They are well-constructed English account bindings, covered in durable parchment or sometimes a suede made from calf skin. This sturdy binding has split boards. This means the parchment sewing supports are held between layers of laminated board, which are in turn glued into place and then secured in the lacings of the leather overbands. The lacings are strips of parchment which go through the cover. Aside from being functional, these 18th and 19th century bindings also included decorative elements such as marbled or sprinkled edges and beautifully crafted end papers, often reinforced with cloth or leather joints. Brass fittings and edge clasps provided extra protection for the cover.
Now, let's take a look at the condition. 2 of the 4 books had severe mold, which had destroyed the integrity of the binding. The other 2 suffered from damage to their covering materials. After a thorough assessment, we agreed to fully treat the moldy volumes and treat the binding repair in situ. The aim of conservation was to make the book safe to handle. The archive also wants to digitize and exhibit the books. The 2 moldy books had collapsed spines, and the sewing had disintegrated. Purple stains marked the edges, and there was significant material loss on the covers. Mold not only harms the books, but poses a health risk to the researchers and other nearby objects. We wore gloves and masks to avoid inhaling the spores. We used a HEPA vacuum to remove loose mold spores and paper fragments. Then we sized the paper with methylcellulose. Next, we performed extensive paper repairs, followed by resewing the text block with parchment tapes. The end bands need to be repaired and resewn. The parchment cover was repaired using toned Japanese tissue and handmade paper. Finally, the cover and text block were assembled using the original speedboard method. One of the 2 books with binding damage features a parchment cover, and the other refers calf skin. Parchment is untanned animal skin, usually goat, calf, or sheep. Dyed green parchment was common in England for legal and administrative tests. One of the main issues with this book was the damaged overbands, which were consolidated and reattached to the spine. The 4th book was bound in reverse calfskin, which had developed red rot, a form of leather decay. The thin, degraded leather was carefully consolidated and repaired using toned Japanese tissue and handmade paper. We reconstructed the corners and head caps to strengthen the book structure. We find some inserts among the 4 books. As requested by the Latymer School Archive, we have separated them and put them in individual polyester folders, making them easier for researchers to handle and browse. After 5 months of meticulous work, these 4 books have been given new life, ready to be handled, digitized, and researched once again. Can you believe how far they have come from their original state?
These bindings are incredibly important to the school and deserve the best care. By creating an intern-led project, we were able to pass on the knowledge about their craftsmanship and construction. It is a unique experience for a recent conservation graduate to be able to lead a project, and Chloe has not only learnt a huge amount about these incredible bindings, but also essential professional conservation skills.
None of this would have been possible without the trust and financial support of the Latymer School's archive, and the invaluable guidance of Emery, our director at Codex Conservation. Thank you, everyone in the team.